Okay, right now we're looking at right at the downtown Civic Center. To the left is City Hall, and to the right are your basic business and shopping district here. This is not a replica of any particular city, but cities that are generally typified on the West Coast. As we get towards the east end of the town, we have the more urban and suburban areas, and we also have our saloon row here in the back. This is our operations night, and Scott Schiffer here is our dispatcher. He's controlling the layout right now, and each engineer along the layout has to call into Scott in order to get clearance to run his train through his particular districts. Well, this is to prevent any sort of collision, or we don't want people to run into anybody else. And this way he knows exactly where the locations of each train is at any time. Okay, we're looking at right now at a Liberty ship. It's a scale model, and this really represents our harbor area. Put the harbor influence into our layout, being we're in San Pedro, and the commerce that originates from the harbor is certainly one that generates a lot of interest for railroaders. And the hill back there is Palos Verdes, Rolling Hills area, and we plan to put represent San Pedro right in front of that. This is our what we call industrial Belmont. This is where a lot of our freight traffic generates from and terminates too. A lot of small businesses and mid-sized industries are present here. And we're now approaching the Belmont freight yard. This is represented by our large roundhouse and diesel facilities. And this is Belmont Union Station. This is where all the passengers get on. You can see we have several tracks, 7 tracks altogether for passengers to get to both depart and arrive. And we have naturally we have palm trees in the front to signify Southern California atmosphere. Right now we're looking at Tehachapi Loop, but this is a scale model of Tehachapi Loop, which is located between Mojave and Bakersfield in the Tehachapi Mountains. And we're looking at the view that you would see from the highway. Right now we're looking at a model of what's known as Monolith Cement Company. This is a actual model of a plant that is located near Tehachapi. Right now Bruce is waiting for permission to get clearance to enter the Woodford block, and he's just turned up his throttle. Just got the highball to do that. All the pine trees that you see here, with the exception of the little dwarf trees, are all handmade twig by twig upon a balsa dowel. Okay, we're looking at what we're looking at is the panel for the passenger yard, and they indicate which way the direction of travel is for the track. If I flip the switch, it'll change the direction of the path of the train. And this is what we're looking at is Mount Elwood right now. This is all, although it appears to be real rock, is actually plaster castings and plaster dipped paper towels. This happens to be the handiwork of Chuck Short. He handcrafted all these vehicles on this train. As you can see, he's an avid Army modeler. And right now we're looking at the what we call our Mojave Desert scene. Some of you may be familiar with the Route 66 as personified little Corvette with. And if you're,
is that like a 56 Corvette?
Yeah, 56 Corvette. Yeah, this is our town of San Joaquin. It's a fictitious town based on San Bernardino and Bakersfield. It's in a rural area with a lot of farming interests. Okay, now that you've seen our finished models, this is how we put the scenery together. It basically starts with a framework of cardboard, and over that is overlaid a plaster impregnated cloth, and then later on we'll incorporate rock castings to look like real rock.
It's a bit of a challenge to actually find this place, but it's well worth the time and effort to come here because you'll find it totally mesmerizing. Whether you and I meet on the Atchison, Topeka, and the Santa Fe, or on some Amtrak flyer or railroad steam train from yesteryear, this is John Clayton saying, in true railroad fashion, all aboard!